close your eyes and remind yourself that you don't need to jam your eyes shut. Just let them close over lightly and relax. And focus on breathing. As you do that, relax. Extend your breath and make it longer or deeper or smoother. And as you do, relax and let go. Mentally, check that you're using your diaphragm muscle rather than your chest and shoulders. See if you can get some kind of focus on feeling that muscle working. Also, check whether you're breathing where possible in through your nose and out through your mouth. And continue to relax. Now take 3 really deep, long, slow, out loud breaths. And as you do, sigh audibly as you let them go, like this. Hold it. Once you've got the 3 organised, let your breath go. But as you let it go, speak to it as if it were a person and tell it that you trust it to maintain an adequate oxygen supply and let it go. Change focus now onto your body. So start with your scalp. And firstly become aware of your scalp, either by running your fingers through it or pressing your hands onto it, or just mentally becoming aware of it. And then loosen it or let it go. And as you let it go, be aware that it'll relax itself much more than you can if you just change your focus now to your forehead. So become aware of your forehead. Focus right in the middle of your forehead where your third eye would be. Perhaps move your fingers across your forehead, press your temples together, whatever. And then let it go. Perhaps even make your eyebrows become heavy. As you let your forehead go, begin to focus on your cheeks. Become aware of both of your cheeks. See if you can make them get heavy on your face and begin to sag more or less on the structure of your face. Go loose and relaxed. Let your cheeks go. Focus on your jaw. So clench your teeth together and then let them go and feel the muscles in your jaw relax all the way back up to your ears. You might even want to open your jaw a little. Move it sideways. And as you let all of the region of your head let go and relax, move to your neck by rotating your head in whatever way allows you to feel lots of muscles loose, soft and supple. Remember, any kind of movement is okay as long as it produces a pleasurable sensation. It's fine, just don't stretch. When you're ready, let your head come back to a comfortable resting position and begin to move your shoulders in whatever way allows you to feel lots of chest muscles in that region, letting go and loosening. Check that the movement is pleasurable rather than stretching. And you might even put a twist onto your shoulders so that this gentle moving sensation moves down into the lower part of your chest region and stomach. Now go inside the chest by becoming aware of where your heart is. So get a sense of whether it's on the left or the right or in the middle. Let's get a feeling for where you think your heart might be. And bring to mind someone that you love. And let that warm feeling spread right through the chest region. Feel it go in all sorts of different directions. And you feel things letting go inside of you as this warmth moves through you. And let the feeling move down into your stomach and gradually all the way to your digestive tract, loosening everything as it touches. And let it progress all the way into your pelvis. Just wiggle your pelvis, feel it loose but connected and solid down there. And then allow this wave of relaxation that's been moving down your body to go into the lower part of your body by relaxing your upper legs. So just cause the thigh muscles to flop around. Let them go like jelly. As you do that, let that feeling progress through your knees and into your lower legs. You can just let them go. Let this feeling move through your ankles and into your feet and toes. Perhaps you can rotate your feet or wiggle your toes, keep them loose. And then move back up to your shoulders and get a sense of exactly whereabouts inside all of those muscles up there the actual shoulder joints themselves are. When you're ready, cause a wave of relaxation to move down your arms towards your elbows. You might feel your lower arms get heavy in response to that. Let the feeling go through your elbows and into your lower arms, and through your wrists and into your hands, which you might want to clench like a fist and let go. And finally your fingers. Just flick any last little bits of tension off the ends of your fingers like flicking water. And having done that, talk to your body as if it were a person and tell it to maintain or deepen this level of relaxation while you go on to other things. Let your body go. And as you do that, bring to mind a word or a phrase that you're happy to repeat over and over. And just run this mantra for the next minute or two, and I'll stop talking so that you can do that. That's good. Now let go of this word or phrase and put yourself in a really beautiful place and surround yourself with the beauties of nature. So, take a look around. Whereabouts is the sun? Can you feel it on your face or your body somewhere? What temperature is it? And how do you know? What's immediately in front of you? As you look straight ahead, what do you see? Let your head swivel to the left and decide what's the dominant feature over there on your left. And when you look to your right, what's the main colour that you see? There might be several, but what's the main colour? As you look around, does this place remind you of spring, summer, autumn or winter? And how does it do that? Is it the smells or is it the look of the place? What is it? As we mentioned smells, what particular smells are you aware of? And how do they reach your nose? For example, is there a breeze carrying a small particle or peculiar thing to this place? Or are you aware of the smell by other means because it drifts up to you from down near your feet? And could you describe it? What would you say to somebody else about this smell? Is this smell unique to this place or not? Let your attention drift to the sounds. What can you hear? And are you able to identify the source of these sounds? Are there any tastes that are relevant? Does this place remind you of a taste in your mouth? What about the air quality? Take a deep breath. Does the air in this place remind you of the kind of salty air that you'll find near the sea? Is it thin like up in the mountains? Is it dry like out in the country? And as you run your fingertips across this place and get a sense of its texture, are you reminded of smooth or rough or hard or soft or cold or warm? What's the sensation you get from it? And while you get a feeling for this place, I'm going to take a moment to talk about the real you, the deep down you. So just relax and sit back while I talk about the truth about you. I'm experiencing radiantly good health. In fact, I'm in peak physical fitness for my age. Every organ operates efficiently and effectively, and I just radiate good health, vitality and vibrance. I'm extremely happy. In fact, my journey through life is one great big long joy-filled adventure, and I'm followed through life by a smile that's waiting for the slightest opportunity to jump onto my face. And on the rare occasions when there isn't a smile on my face, there's at least the evidence of one having been there recently. There's an enormous amount of love in my life, and I experience it as a wellspring that bubbles up inside of me and knows no bounds. And I'm finding myself more and more able to express this love to the people that I care about. And to the extent that I do that, it comes back to me reflected and multiplied. So I don't just have a sense of being in love with people and things around me. I'm also aware that I'm loved and cared for myself. I'm highly successful in all the things that I do. In fact, it's true to say that as soon as I take on a goal or a task or a project, it seems to get an energy all of its own and work its way through to its own successful conclusion simply because I'm involved. But somehow I seem to know what to do, where to go, what to say, who to get involved with and team up with, who I can draw support from and who I can help, so that success and I end up being partners and friends because we spend so much time together, because I seem to just naturally work my way through to successful conclusions in all of the things that I do. So now put your hands together and interlock your fingers. They'll perhaps be in your lap. And in your mind's eye, look down at your hands and fingers and decide to turn them into steel by having the colour of the flesh fade away so that your hands look like a black and white pencil drawing of your hands and fingers. When you're ready, add the colour of steel. That might be old rusty steel or new shiny steel. It might be blue or grey or whatever. It might even be painted. And then get out a welder and run the welder along between your fingers, joining them together by welding your hands into one solid mass of steel. When you're ready, move your elbows out and away from your body to a position where there's more or less a straight line between them, including your hands. Gradually, begin to apply some outward force to your hands in an attempt to pull them apart from each other. And as you do so, you can add more and more force until you're pulling with absolutely everything that you have, if that's what you want to do. And then begin to decrease this outward force back down to zero. Take your time. But when there's no longer any attempt to pull your hands apart, let your elbows come back in close to your body in a more natural position. And then turn your hands from steel to flesh and blood simply by making the decision that you want them to be that way. And follow this by loosening and relaxing your fingers, gradually stretching them into a straight line. And you'll notice that your hands will easily come apart from one another with the gentlest of forces. You may want to wiggle your fingers in order to restore the normal feeling in them. Now put the finger and thumb of either hand together to form a circle. Doesn't matter which hand, and you can change at any time. Each time I place my finger and thumb together in this manner, it causes my body to relax to this level or deeper in 30 seconds or less. At the same time, my emotions become calm, still, and relaxed. Also, during this same 30-second period, my mental processes become crystal clear, giving me vision, insight, and understanding into the circumstances in which I find myself. In other words, I think clearly and I think well. In short, the placing together of my finger and thumb causes me to relax physically, mentally and emotionally to this level or deeper in 30 seconds or less. And I can use this concept at any time in the future that I want to, as long as it's for the betterment of humanity in general. So typically I might use it for rehearsals, presentations, arguments, interviews, performances, or just when I'm wanting to drive the car more effectively. However, whatever I use the finger and thumb technique for, I know that all I have to do is put my finger and thumb together, and within 30 seconds, I'll become the best possible version of me that there is. And all of this I know to be true. So let your finger and thumb go now, and remind yourself that each time you go into your subconscious in this way and meditate in this style, or this manner, that there are benefits which are physical, mental and emotional. And consequently, when you return to the outer conscious level in a few moments, you'll feel revitalised, refreshed and in tune with life and ready to go. So let all the colour fade out of your peaceful scene, and gradually have it turn into a black and white version of the same place. Then let all the details go fuzzy and gradually fade away so that you're looking at the backs of your eyelids. Draw your consciousness back into the room by thinking about whereabouts you are in the room in relationship to the door. Is that door on your left or your right or wherever? Deliberately wiggle your fingers and toes. And let your eyes pop open whenever the time feels right to do that.